I think we were born to make things. I think it is something that people do naturally. Whether you're baking bread or you're working with wood or painting a picture, I think it's all easing the mind. I don't know why it is, I just know it is. I never really considered myself an artist. I'm a potter. I mean, I live for clay. My life is clay. I didn't grow up saying I want to be a potter. My husband had been to art school and suggested that I take a pottery course, and I never looked back. I bought a wheel because I wanted to work at home, and then I bought a kiln because I wanted to fire at home, and then it just evolved into, okay, now I need a space. I like all aspects of pottery. You make the clay, you pug the clay, you wedge the clay, you make the pot, you make the glazes, you glaze the pot, and then you have to go out and sell the pot. So you have to do it all. Being in the studio, I have the luxury of having the best of both worlds. I have the city life where I teach, and I have this calm studio where I can work in solitude. I really like the designing part of it and the creating something new. Even when I go to sleep at night, I'm designing pots in my head. My brain is on to the next pot before I finish the last one. In some cultures, there's secrets about how to make things, but working in a teaching environment, you share everything. I think I'm kind of like a cheerleader rather than a teacher. A lot of the students that I have are accomplished potters, and I'm just there to cheer them along, which I think I'm pretty good at. It's a great feeling to help somebody accomplish something. Everything I make is a pot. I've tried to do sculpture, but I always put a hole in the top and then it becomes a vase. My work is functional. I make work for people to use. It can be anything from a cup to a baking dish to a serving platter. After a while, I think you do it without thinking. It's like driving a car. When you're driving a car, you're not saying, now I'm going to put my foot on the gas and now I'm going to turn left or right. You just do it. Kind of like your muscles have memory. It just remembers what to do. I think when people watch somebody making something on the wheel, it looks easy. And it isn't easy. So, when you do something and you think you do it well, it makes you want to do it more. I always know how I'm going to fire a pot before I start to make it, because I have to consider the type of clay that I'm going to use, because each clay fires at a different temperature. I fire in many different ways. In the wood firing, you're firing with wood for the heat, but you're also getting the ash, which lands on the pot and melts and becomes the glaze. I get a little bit depressed after I unload a kiln. It's like it's the end. I quite often feel disappointed, and maybe that's a good thing, because then I'm ready to start again. For me, the process is more important than the product. It's nice to use them, but the process for me is the best part. There's a resurgence of handmade. It's that intimacy of somebody having had their hands on it and now your hands are on it. It's a very personal thing. There is definitely a connection. I hope people, when they use my work, feel the same. They feel that somebody had made it, somebody's hands had made this piece. After 40 years of pottery, no, I don't think I've mastered it yet because there's so much to learn. There's so many new things or new ways to do things. So you just got to keep trying. My life in clay has been great. I'm sitting here thinking about how lucky I am doing something I love to do. I don't know what more I could ask for. I'm grateful. I think the most important thing is passion, to have passion for the work that you are doing. I think if you lose the passion, there's no sense in making it anymore. So I've never lost the passion. I still have it.